Hey Mary, let's take a look at your week 2 assignment 3 here. This is a good solid job, all around. Image quality much better, and it's a good progression from the last assignment. The color additions that are there are looking pretty good. I think texturally things also look very good, and your material usage is, as it always has been, is very strong. Good technique in place. It feels like you're controlling your marker well, and you're using it in a way that it, I think clearly portrays the textures that you have in place here. So I think all around it's looking good. The drawing overall is very strong. It's got good perspective. You've got excellent shading, some nice cast shadows in place, got a good value range in place. Even the curved forms I think do a great job of having a nice kind of light to shadow gradation that creates a nice amount of form. Everything is lit consistently, which is also one of the good things in your integration of the color. Hasn't affected that either of those much. I think you did a great job of still keeping a very consistent light source and a very easy one to follow throughout each of the objects. I think if I had one criticism to give, it would just be to try and integrate a little bit more color into the composition, being able to see at least a little color on the ground plane, a little bit more color within the stone. I think some textures like metal and stone, or the concrete here, the concrete is fine. The metal one, I think you could actually try to integrate a little bit of some of the color that's occurring in some of the other objects that are near it, and try to pull that into the metal. Can help to create a nice kind of a nice tie-in. It makes everything feel like it's working, together within the scene, and even a little bit in there can help to make it to feel, a little bit more realistic. I've also seen some people pulling in a little bit of some light blue into the metal, which realistically doesn't quite happen that much, but it still seems to make it feel very metallic-like. But I think just a little bit more color integration could get this to feel visually a little bit more engaging. But it's not a huge thing. I think next week, this week 3, that's where we really want to see you working with more color. I think trying to integrate more color into your textures, into your backgrounds, and that sort of thing. So it's not a high priority here, but it's just one thing that I think this could use even to a little bit more of a degree. But otherwise, things look very good overall. It's a great continuation from the last assignment, and as always, it's just a very strong assignment in general.